Okay, happy Thursday, everyone. You're almost there. We're here on the record for Thursday's criminal docket, July 1st, 2021. So let's get started. Victoria Muniz.
Good morning, Judge. I have two clients today. The first one is Amanda Lee Gonzalez. She's number 27, 28, and 29 on the court's docket.
Okay, that is CR 20-02964-I, CR 20-02962-I, CR 20-02963-I, the state of Texas versus Amanda Lee Gonzalez. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this case, I submitted a USB. I'm waiting for the digital discovery, and she also has a felony motion to revoke. She has a new charge that's pending at intake. However, my understanding is that it may be dropped, but we want to wait to see what's going to happen on that before this case is resolved.
Okay.
So we just need more time.
Any additional announcement from the state?
No, Your Honor, that's all correct. She does have a felony pending at intake. The motion to adjudicate is set for August 16th of this year.
So then do you think that we need to go later than September 30th? Or by then it should be?
By September 30th, Judge, we should have a resolution,
Okay.
I believe.
Then let's come back on September 30th at 9:30.
Your Honor, may my client be excused, or are there any other?
No, I saw Miss Gonzalez. She can be excused.
Okay.
Okay,
And
what other case do you have?
I also have Enrique Gomez. It's number 23 on the court's docket.
Okay. CR 21-01323-I, the state of Texas versus Enrique Gomez. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, on this case, the state has offered the recommendation of an affidavit non-prosecution victim testimony. And if my client completes the BIT program, they will dismiss. So he just needs an opportunity to do the class. I believe I don't know if the victim has signed on to provide the testimony or if we need to do that at a later date.
No, Your Honor, the victim is not present. We initially spoke to her. She is wanting to drop the charges, so we had scheduled her for an AMP appointment, but she has not shown up for the appointment. We have not been able to contact her since. If the defendant can continue or start the BIT program, and in the meantime, we can continue to try to get the victim to come in for the AMP before we do the victim testimony.
And that's fine. Judge, the victim did call my work cell phone this morning to advise me that same thing that the state said, that she has not done the affidavit non-prosecution, but she does want to proceed with the charges. So I can provide that contact information to the state. Maybe it's a new number. I don't know, but I can definitely provide that.
Yes, please. I would appreciate that. What number do you have for her?
I can send it to you in an email.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Okay. So how much time would your client need, Ms. Muniz?
Judge, if we could have that same September 30th date, I don't know how long it'll take for him to complete that program, but that should be sufficient time.
Yes. Yeah, that's plenty of time. So September 30th at 9:30.
Okay, that's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
I was curious, did you do your murder trial in Nueces County?
No, Judge, not yet. We're set for a status because there are some items at evidence with DPS. So we're hoping to get it set by either mid-August or early September.
Okay, well, good luck to you.
Thank you,
All
Judge.
right.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so we'll see you back here on September 30th at 9:30 on those two matters.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you. Take care.
You as well.
Attorney Juan Zamora?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 30 on the court's docket.
Good morning, sir. Is your little one still ruling your life?
She's terrible. She just turned 2, but she was terrible before that.
CR 1809502-I, the state of Texas versus Elizabeth Greisel. Is Ms. Greisel on?
She's not, Your Honor. We've attempted to contact her this morning. Her phone is disconnected. She was aware of the hearing. We told her at the last one. We're not able to get a hold of her, Judge.
Okay, we'll give her until the end of the docket to show up. If she doesn't, then we'll have to issue a nice time.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, Counselor?
No, ma'am. May I be excused?
You certainly may, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Attorney Udi Heller,
Good morning, Your Honor. Item number 58 on your docket.
good morning, sir. Okay, that is CR 21-03118-I, the state of Texas versus Abel Patino. Is Mr. Patino present?
I did see his name on there, Your Honor. He should be here.
Okay, Mr. Patino, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, Mr. Patino, I need for you to turn on your camera, sir. And what is your announcement, Mr. Heller?
Your Honor, we're just going to ask you for a little bit more time. We've barely had a chance to review the evidence, and we're going to be trying to seek a PTD.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
Yes, Judge, the defense counsel is correct. The defendant is PT eligible for this case.
Okay. How much time do you need, Mr. Heller?
Your Honor, a date in late August, early September?
Okay. So what we can do is if I set you for August the 31st at 1:30, is that sufficient time for you to submit your packet, and since he is eligible, and have him ready for placement?
We'll do my best.
Okay, how long have y'all been averaging, Mr. Wind, to be giving them an answer?
About 30 days, Judge.
Okay, so if you get that packet submitted as soon as possible, that'll give you an additional 30 days, Mr. Heller, for your client to be ready for placement.
Very well. We'll get on it immediately.
Okay, so we'll come back on August the 31st at 1:30 with the hopes that he's ready for placement.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I appreciate it. Mr. Patino, stay in contact with your attorney so that you can fill out the appropriate paperwork and you can be ready for placement on August the 31st, sir.
Okay.
Okay, so August the 31st at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
Yeah.
Yes, sir, you may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Attorney Jonathan Almanza?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jonathan Almanza on behalf of Daniela Travetti, number 15 on the court's docket, Your Honor. And she is on, I did see her on right now.
Hi,
Okay, that is CR 20-02761-I, the state of Texas versus Daniela Chavetti. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Yes, Your Honor. I had talked to Prosecutor Mike Wynn, and we had discussed that there were some videos missing. We still haven't got the body cam videos, and it's our position that there was self-defense involved and some other aggravating circumstances that'll be shown on the video, but we have not yet get the body cam recordings yet.
Okay, how much time does the state need to turn that over?
Judge, we contacted the PD concerning the video. There's no video in this case.
Okay, Mr. Almanza, they're saying there's no video.
Yeah, I mean, there was 3 officers, Your Honor, that were there. This was a 6th Street thing. Usually they have their videos. They were breaking up a fight. If that's the case, then, you know, I'll talk to my client about it. I'll talk to the state about it. And this is the first time that we've gotten confirmation that there is no videos.
Okay, well, now it's on the record. So if you find anything otherwise, let them know or advise the court at the next setting. How much time do you need, sir?
Just 30 days, Your Honor. I'll go over this with my client, and we'll see if there's alternate sources for any video, or at minimum the police cruiser video in which they're taking her to the jail from downtown. So we'll see if we can get that. But if not, I'll talk to my client and we'll see what we can work out with the state.
Okay, the earliest that I have is August the 26th. So I'll have you come back for additional status on August the 26th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That works for me.
Okay. Anything else?
No, Your Honor, I have no further matters with the court. May I be excused?
You certainly may. We'll see you then, ma'am.
Thank you very much. You have a nice day, Your Honor.
Likewise. Attorney David Williams?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good
David
morning.
K. Williams. I'm also here with my client, Joshua Andre Ortiz. Your Honor, this is CR number 21-04008-I.
What number on the court's docket, sir?
I don't have the court's docket. I was able to get the Zoom information. They didn't send me the Zoom information again, but I was able to get the Zoom information from the client's mother because she's online. We've been in discussions with the state. It is an assault regarding his sister. I guess they were play fighting and it went
Okay,
bad.
hold
It got
on.
too
Can
serious.
somebody tell me what number this is on the docket?
Number 55, Judge.
Judge.
Okay, before we move on,
Yes, Your Honor.
okay, so Mr. Williams, what is your email address?
It's DKW, like my initials, 002 at AOL.com.
Okay, well, we'll look into whether or not it was sent to
Okay.
you.
Originally, I think it wasn't because he had refused an attorney. And although I had appeared for him, that I had not filed a notice of appearance, but by now I have filed the notice of appearance because they told me that's why I didn't get a Zoom ID last time at the last hearing. So he actually now, the court may see on the docket there, I think he has, we did file a waiver of arraignment since the hearing, but at the last hearing, we were both here available for the Zoom, but we couldn't get the Zoom ID, so we did not appear at the hearing. And so a NISI was issued for him. We have filed a waiver of arraignment, as well as I tried to file a motion to retract NISI. The motion to retract NISI, I was told would be heard verbally, but I think my written motion to retract the NISI was not accepted in
Okay,
the
so
filing.
are you, at this time, are you making a request for the NISA to be recalled?
I am, Your Honor.
Okay, so where is your client, Mr. Ortiz?
Yes,
Unmute yourself.
he's
Okay.
with me, Your
Oh,
Honor.
he's with you, okay. All right,
And that's
so,
him on
all right, okay, then I'll recall the NISA. Now,
Okay.
what's the status?
It appears we have reached agreement, by the way, with the state. There's an affidavit of non-prosecution, which I think my client's mother had filed previously. I don't know if they need her to do another one or if they'll just take testimony here. Plus, I think it's violence training plus anger management by Mujeres Unidas. And then they need him to turn in a clean UA or go and submit himself to the probation department to do a clean UA, and then they will dismiss. And we stated that was acceptable to us.
Okay, what's the announcement from the state?
Judge, yes, we're here to do victim testimony.
Okay, and what's the victim's name?
The victim's name is April Ortiz, but her mother should be on with her since she's a minor. The mother's name is Cassandra Reyes. And she's
Okay, is Ms. Reyes present?
She's Spanish speaking, Judge, so if you could.
My client thinks she's online. She forwarded him.
Okay, Ms. Castañeda, can you please announce in Spanish for Ms. Reyes to unmute herself?
Yes, she does only speak Spanish.
Ms. Reyes, por favor, ¿puede quitar la bocina?
Okay.
Ms. Reyes.
Sí.
Yes.
Ya la quitamos, ¿no?
Okay, and again, what is the sister's name?
The sister's name is April Ortiz.
Okay, ask her if her daughter April Ortiz is with her.
Ms. Reyes, ¿está April Ortiz con usted?
Sí, está dormida.
She's asleep.
Well, that's not gonna work. So, ask her when she's gonna go ahead and when we're gonna have to reset it. I'm not gonna wait for the person to wake up. So, Mr. Williams, his sister is asleep. So apparently she's not able to be on with us this morning. So we're gonna have to reset this matter,
Understood, Your Honor.
okay? Since she's gonna just provide victim testimony, I'll go ahead and reset you to July the 8th
Thank you, Your Honor.
at 9:30 a.m.
Very good.
And make sure that all parties are awake and available.
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor. Having nothing further before this honorable court, may my client and I be excused?
Yes, you may. Ms. Castaneda, you can let Ms. Reyes know that she's to return on July the 8th at 9:30 with her daughter awake.
Ms. Reyes, la próxima corte es el día 8 de julio a las 9:30 de la mañana y por favor tenga a su hija despierta.
Okay.
Okay.
Gracias. Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Likewise, Attorney Robert Jackson.
Excuse me, Mr. Jackson, 1 second. Mr. Marco Mendiola, please remove your bandana from your head, sir.
I believe he's a medical, it's a surgical cap. He can keep it on.
Hi, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Hello?
Was it a bandana or was it a surgical cap? Mr. Mendiola, was that a bandana or a surgical cap?
Oh, it's a bandana, ma'am.
Okay, just don't have it again on your head in here, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Damian. All right, Mr. Jackson, continue.
Yes, Your Honor. We're number 45 on today's docket. I believe it's going to be a plea, Your Honor. I'm just asking for about 2 to 4 weeks so we can go ahead and work out the specifics with the district attorney's office.
Okay, for a plea,
Yes.
Ms. Rivera, did we open up July 22nd? I don't recall.
1 second, please.
Thank you. Oh, that was your client, Mr. Jackson.
Okay.
Judge, we have some availability. It is a packed docket, but we can make it work.
Okay, July 22nd at 1:30.
Okay, Judge, we will be ready with the paperwork by then.
Okay.
Judge, if I may, Connie Soto, the probation, he does have
Oh.
violations on his mobile report, Judge.
Okay, what are his violations?
For the past month, Judge, he had 20 missed tests, 1 alcohol violation, and 17 late tests.
Okay, Mr. Mendiola, do you understand English? Mr. Mendiola, do you understand English? You need to unmute yourself, sir.
Hello?
Okay, Mr. Mendiola, do you speak English?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, then listen up very carefully. You're about to enter a plea in a few weeks. I have the discretion of whether or not to accept that plea. You continue to have alcohol violations. Consider this your first and last admonishment. You are not to test late. You are not to miss tests. You are not to skip tests. You are not to have any alcohol violations, or I will not accept your plea, and I won't accept anything unless you are either going to trial or it includes something with jail time. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
Do not mock this court. It is an order of the court for you to have 0 violations. If you can't have 0 violations while you're out on bond, that tells me that you're probably going to have a revocation hearing in your future. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
What is your phone number?
Area code 409 300 8156.
Mr. Jackson, if you can
Yes.
please assist the court and admonish your client also when you have
Yes,
a
I will,
chance.
Your Honor. I will definitely monitor.
Okay, who does he have his device with, Ms. Soto?
With sober sense, Judge.
Okay, is that all you have?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Jackson, is that all you have?
Yes, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Mendiola?
Yes, it's always a pleasure being before this honorable court, Your Honor. May my client and I be excused.
You certainly may, sir.
Mr. Jackson,
Yes.
again on the question on at least putting the time an hour ahead, because I don't stay up past 10 o'clock. I wake up every morning at 4:30.
Okay, Mr. Mendiola, if there are issues with the time, you need to contact Ms. Soto. Ms.
Okay.
Soto's gonna be tied up this morning, probably the whole morning, You may want to call her later this afternoon about 3:30. Ms. Soto, can you please
Okay.
give us your phone number?
My phone number is 956
Give me a second. Sir, you got a pen? Nine five six
587
587
6084. 84.
84.
Yes.
Contact her about 3:30 Central Standard Time, sir, and discuss with her about your hours.
Okay.
Okay, if that nothing further, you are excused.
Thank you, Judge. You have a wonderful day. Take
Thank you,
care.
likewise. Attorney Rick Montalvo?
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. I
Good
have
morning, sir.
number 47 and number 48 on your docket, Your Honor. It's Giovanni Zachary Mireles. He is on.
Okay, CR 21-03146-I, CR 21-03145-I, the state of Texas versus Giovanni Mireles. Is Mr. Mireles on?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, I had filed a motion for continuance and I had consulted with the state. They're not opposed. We're waiting for some video discovery, Your Honor, so that we can review that and then proceed accordingly.
Okay, are both of the transactions out of the same stop?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and so you're waiting for some video, and how much time do you need, sir?
I would say no more than 30 days, Your Honor.
Okay. The earliest that I have for status is gonna be on August the 26th.
That'll work fine with us, Your Honor.
Okay, August the 26th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all we have. May we be excused?
You certainly may, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Santos Maldonado?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I have number 10 on the court's list of cases, Judge, State versus Eleazar Campos.
Okay, Mr. Maldonado, can you have your client remove his cap, please? Okay, that is CR 20-02729-I, the state of Texas versus Eleazar Campos. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, this is our first sitting after arraignment. I've just had the opportunity right now to discuss the report with my client. We are in the process of preparing the application, PTD application, but I also need to see a video. I have not requested the video in this case. This is a DPS stop. So before we finalize anything, I'd like to have a little more time so I can do that.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
No, Your Honor, nothing further. He does have a DWI from 1987, but I'm not sure if that will affect the PTD application. The defense counsel can certainly apply.
Okay, so how much time do you need, Mr. Maldonado?
Your Honor, we would ask 90 days, Judge.
Let's come back on September the 14th at 9:30 and let's see where we're at.
Okay, Judge, that's all we have. Thank you for your time. You have a good day.
Likewise, sir. Okay, Attorney Jorge Ortegon.
Good morning, Your Honor. How you doing?
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I'm here on a couple cases on this court's criminal docket. The first one I'm here on is number 9, Judge. That's the state of Texas versus Jennifer Bravo, CR 21-01266I, Judge.
Okay, and is Ms. Bravo present?
She is, Your Honor. Ms. Bravo, will you unmute and say hi?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, we're almost done with the PTD packet. There's one more form that we just need to make sure that we have so we can go ahead and file the PTD packet. We are applying for pretrial diversion on this case, Judge.
Okay.
So I would about 30 days so we can get it submitted, hopefully before the end of this week, and then so the state can review it, Your Honor.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
No, Your Honor, nothing from the state.
Okay, why don't we do this, Mr. Ortegon, then I'll put you for August the 31st at 1:30. And then I'm gonna anticipate that it's already during these next 60 days that you'll apply and they'll have time to review it and let's see if it gets accepted.
Absolutely, Judge. We've received the packet. We just need her to send us back one more waiver, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Bravo, don't delay the process because if it's on your end, you're the one that I'm gonna come down on, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
She's been cool, Your Honor. We'll definitely get to the bottom of it.
Okay, thank you, sir. August the 31st at 1:30, Ms. Bravo.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What other case do you have, Mr. Ortega?
Judge, the next case I'm here on is number 61 and 62 on the court's docket. It's the state of Texas versus Julio Reyes, CR 20-02650I and CR 20-02651I. Mr. Reyes logged on as well, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Julio Reyes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what is your announcement, Mr. Ortega?
Judge, the August 31st, this one would be fantastic as well. We did receive discovery about a week ago, Your Honor, so I need to get my client into my office so we could review that together.
Okay, do you want that as a status or are we doing a plea or placement?
A status would be fine, would be perfect, Your Honor.
Okay, August 31st at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. The next one I'm here on.
Let me let Mr. Reyes, you are excused August 31st at 9:30, and Ms. Bravo, you are excused. You're August 31st at 1:30.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, you may continue, Mr. Ortega.
The next case, Your Honor, my client is actually sitting here to my right. It's number 58 criminal docket. The state of Texas versus Roberto Carlos Santana, 20-02950I, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, what number did you say you cut out?
68, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, on this case, we did file a 3914 today, Your Honor. There was an issue where it was previously filed. This was a Joe Ramirez case, Judge, initially before he became a judge. And the discovery was not in the file, which we were made aware of. So we went ahead and filed our own 3914 so we can get that discovery and I could review it with my client, Your Honor.
Okay, and does your client have a device?
He does have a device, Your Honor. As far as we're concerned, there's been no violence.
Who does he have that device with?
You have the device? ¿Con quién tenés máquina?
Con el señor.
It's Ted Ruiz, Your Honor. He's the one that he got the device with. We have it.
Safety check, Your Honor.
Safety check, Judge. We have the.
Ms. Soto, have you begun receiving reports on him?
Yes, Judge, since the date of insult to now, he has not had any violations.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Santana, keep that up, sir. Okay, and how much time do you need, Mr. Ortega?
That same date works fantastic on our end, Your Honor.
Okay, August 31st at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. Here on number 1 on the court's criminal docket, this is the state of Texas versus Luis Antonio Palomo, PR 906I.
Okay, and is Mr. Palomo present?
Mr. Palomo should be, Your Honor. Mr. Palomo, mute. He's right there in the blue shirt, Your Honor.
Okay.
Mr. Palomo, will you unmute? Judge,
Yes, ma'am.
This is a case that is set for hearing, Your Honor. Filed a motion to remove the interlock device, or a motion to remove the mobile. I believe it is the interlock device, Your Honor. My client was in federal custody for a long time. Judge, he is taking care of his wife who has cancer, Your Honor. I understand it is a WI second and it's statutorily mandated. Mr. Palomo did ask me, however, if we could file a motion to remove the device so we can get his license, Judge. That's what he needs in order for his license to become valid is either an order or or something like that, Judge. So we are here urging that motion, Your Honor.
Okay, so the issue that we have on this, other than the fact that it's statutorily mandated, is that we don't have a record of his device. So what does he have? An interlock device or a portable monitoring alcohol device?
What happened, Your Honor, was when my client was in federal custody, the device was essentially off and removed, Judge. So we did want to get this case on the docket because there is a felony pending, and we are working on getting that felony taken care of with hopefully a plea to these misdemeanors. There's also an assault case that was not set for today, Judge. He was just released from federal custody not too long ago, Judge. And we did want to get this case. Like I said, it wasn't set, but we wanted to get it back on the court's docket. And so right now he does not have, because he was.
Okay, so he's been ordered to have a device, but he has never gotten the device.
He had the device, Your Honor, before he was picked up by the federal, but when he was picked up by federal probation, he was in there for like 6-7 months, Judge, and that's when the device was, that's when the device became invalid, Judge.
Okay.
Not invalid, but it was
I
forced.
understand. Okay, and what says the state?
Judge, we'll post a removal device. This is on our record show that this is his third DWI, third DWI arrest, and so we'll oppose it to it because this is no, according to statute, it's a condition of the on.
Okay, Mr. Palomo, I understand that you're trying to get things straight for yourself right now, sir. But
Yes, ma'am.
the statute mandates for you to have a device. It's the law.
Yes, ma'am.
So right now, what I need for you to do is actually get back on the device, and it'll be a mobile monitoring device. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
And you will need to get back on that. Once you show, well, actually, no, you can't, because it's mandated. So what I need for you to do, sir, is can I have a phone number where you can be reached?
Yes, ma'am. 956.
Okay.
279. 3727.
Okay.
Tell them just go deliver them.
Mr. Palomo, right now, the probation officer is Ms. Soto, and you do need to speak to her, sir. However, Ms. Soto, do you want for him to call you this afternoon, or how do you want to handle that? Because I know we have a long docket this morning.
Judge, I will call him after court. I'll call him today before the end of the day.
Okay.
And we would ask.
Mr. Palomo, I need for you to answer any call that comes in that, even if it doesn't look familiar to you, it'll be coming from Hidalgo County or Edinburgh, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yes, Mr. Ortega?
Judge, I was just going to ask if Mr. Palomo could maybe get like a week or two to get the device. I understand that they usually give him a couple days, Your Honor. I just want to make sure that he has ample time to get everything situated before having to do that, Judge.
Well, I need for him to have that. I need him to have that by tomorrow because we have a very festive weekend this weekend. And so I need to make sure by law, he should have already had that on there. So he has until tomorrow to get that on.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's to be done by the end of the business day tomorrow at 5 o'clock.
He'll get it done, Your Honor. And like I said, we're in contact with the state. There's a felony that we were working out with the prosecutor that should have been dismissed, but then the prosecutors changed, and that created a whole bunch of issues, Judge. These cases should be getting taken care of. Could we get a reset date, Judge?
Yes. How much time do you want?
I would say sometime, I guess now that we're in early, maybe late July or August 31st, out of an abundance of caution, Your Honor.
That's fine. We can return on August the 31st at 9:30, but just so that he's aware that 60 days of reports that I'm going to be asking for. So he needs to make sure that he's on top of it.
I'll explain all of that to Mr. Palomo, Judge.
Okay.
And that's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused and the rest of my clients, Judge?
I heard something from
It was
someone.
me, Your Honor.
Yes.
Judge, on the assault, if Mr. Ortegon could file a motion for substitution of counsel. I know that the notice was filed, but the clerk will not remove you until the order of substitution is filed and signed. So
Okay.
we'll set it up with the same reset date, if that's okay, Judge.
That's
No
fine
problem.
with me.
No problem at all, Judge. We'll get that done. We've already reviewed discovery and been working on it for a while, so we'll definitely get that taken care of.
Okay, anything else?
That's all I have, Judge.
Okay,
Ma'am.
then we'll see you back here on August 31st, Mr. Palomo.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Attorney Hector Bustos?
Good morning, Judge.
Good
You
morning,
have
sir.
number 38 on your criminal docket, Judge.
CR 20-06139-I, the state of Texas versus Vanessa Marroquin. Is Ms. Marroquin present?
I believe so, Judge.
Ms. Marroquin, can you unmute yourself? Ms. Marroquin? I don't have a Vanessa Marroquin. I have a VA.
Huh? Judge, I'll go ahead and give her a call, Judge, after I have two other cases, Judge, and hopefully she can get on, Judge.
Okay, go on. Which
Judge,
other?
the other two cases I have, Judge, are number 41 and 42.
Okay, that is CR 16-13774-I, CR 16-12603-3-I, the state of Texas versus Jesus. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
Your Honor, Hector Busso, on behalf of the defendant, Judge, he is connected. I believe he called in, Judge. You could look for him.
Jesus Meave? Is that how you say his last name?
That's correct, Judge.
Jesus Meave, are you present?
He is present, Judge. We're here to recall an ISI.
Well, where is he present though?
Tell him right now, Judge. I know he called in. I assisted him doing it. Let's see.
I can't wait to find out who that iPhone is, though.
The iPhone?
Do you have another case, Mr. Bustos? Or
Judge,
those are
I do have the state of Texas versus Jesse. Get on, Jesse. You're on there, unmute.
Judge, the closest defendant that looks familiar to Mr. Meave is under Moto Play 2021, but I'm not sure if that is him.
Let's also have the state of Texas versus, I believe it's Kirk Robert.
What number is that?
Let me get that really quick, Judge. I have it here. Yeah, Judge, I believe that's on the afternoon docket, Judge.
You're batting 1,000, Hector?
I apologize about that, Judge, but my clients for some reason having difficulty getting on, Judge. But
I couldn't resist.
Well, I know, Judge.
I'll recall you, Hector.
Judge,
just let me know.
Well, Judge, the state of Texas versus Kiara Roberts, Judge, I believe it's on the afternoon docket. We received the paperwork from the state of Texas, Judge. We just asked if we could get removed from the plea docket to a new date, Judge.
So you're asking for the court to extend a courtesy to you at this time to give you a reset date from the afternoon docket.
Yes, Judge.
Anything else? Would you like the winning lotto numbers as well?
Well, Judge, it seems today I'm an easy target, Judge. You know.
Okay, when do you want me to reset you?
2 weeks is fine, Judge.
I'll go ahead. If Ms. Rivera allows you to, Mr. Bustos, you can be on our July 8th at 1:30 docket.
I appreciate that, Judge. Ms. Roberts, I'll give you a call.
Okay, what's the cause number for the afternoon?
Let me give it to you.
Judge, there's CR 20-06637-I and CR 20-06638-I.
Okay, go ahead, and that way the state is on notice that that'll be entered for a plea on July the 8th at 1:30.
Judge, you have a wonderful staff, Judge.
I know I do. Now have some wonderful clients and get them on.
I will do what I can, Judge. My big excuse
Because
temporary.
I cannot be doing, comedy. I do comic relief for our subscribers sometimes, just so they don't get too bored, okay?
Excuse me, Your Honor.
Let us know if they get back on,
Yes.
okay?
Thank you, Judge. You have an excuse, Your Honor?
You certainly may. Attorney Rudy Moreno, are your clients on?
I hope so, Judge. I really hope so this time. Number 25 on your docket, Ruben Garza. He should be on. He texted me.
Okay, CR 20-1794-I, the state of Texas versus Ruben Garza. Is Mr. Garza present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I think we've received discovery. We've got a plea offer, and I think we're gonna need a jury date somewhere down the road, Your Honor.
Okay, so we're taking this to trial?
I believe so. That's what Mr. Garza wants.
Okay, will it be a jury trial or?
Yes, Judge. It'll be a jury. It'll be a jury trial. A jury trial, Judge.
Okay, then return on September the 30th at 9:30, and I should be able to give you a good pretrial and trial dates at that time.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Judge, I have one more case.
Sure.
This, just to be upfront, Judge, I don't think this guy's going to be here. Number 51 on your docket. I believe you and I have been here quite a few times with Mr. Nava, and every time I come on or Mito comes on, he's just never there, Judge. And,
yes. Okay. And this time you're like, I'll take it for the team, Mito. Don't worry about it.
Today, Mito can just take a break today. He can go, look pretty, I guess, or something.
Okay. CR 21-00098-I, the state of Texas versus Omar Nava. Can I have Mr. Nava's name called out 3 times?
Yes, ma'am. Omar Hernandez Nava. Omar Nava.
Okay, Mr. Nava is present today.
Hey, okay.
Okay, Mr. Go ahead, Mr. Moreno.
Judge, I'm gonna have to be asking for a reset date, Judge. I haven't spoken to Mr. Nava. I believe that at one time he was living in Mexico, and that's where the last time we spoke about this client.
Like my friend says, when he appeared, you were shooketh, right?
I was, Judge, I was shocked. I was petrified at the same time. I don't know, Judge.
Mr. Nava, Ms. Castaneda, can you please ask Mr. Nava where he's residing at this time?
Mr. Nava, ¿en dónde vive usted?
Ahorita estoy viviendo en McAllen. Acabo de llegar hace como un mes.
Okay.
Right now I'm living in McAllen. I just got here about a month ago.
Okay, ask him if he has what's his current phone number?
¿Qué es su número de teléfono, Mr. Nava?
956-212-7666.
956-212-7636.
Okay, let him know that his attorney is going to be contacting him and that he needs to answer his phone call.
Su abogado lo va a estar contactando, Mr. Nava. Por favor, reciba la llamada de su abogado.
Okay.
Now, Ms. Soto, do you show that he has a device?
Yes, Judge, he did install his device on May the 27th of 2021 with SoberSense, and he has not had any violations.
Well, that's good news for you, Mr. Moreno, and surprising, huh?
Judge.
You really are batting 1,000 this morning.
Today, I'm just way better than Mr. Bustos earlier.
Oh, yeah. Poor Hector, he's not even on anymore, and we're roasting.
I can't help it, Judge.
He can go back and watch the YouTube and see. Okay, so let how much time do you need, Mr. Moreno?
Judge, I believe when I spoke with Mike there, I believe he's PTD eligible, so need him to come into the office so he can get that process going and submit those documents. For like 45 days, Judge, if that's possible.
Yeah. Okay. Let's come back on. If you have everything done, I'm gonna put you on I'm having a lot of faith in you, defense counsel. Okay, so.
No, Judge, don't do that, Judge. Don't do that.
Am I setting you up for disappointment?
Pretty much. Too much
Look,
pressure.
well, why don't we see where we are? Come back on August the 31st at 9:30, because I know you've had difficulty with this, keeping in touch with this client. So come back on August the 31st at 9:30. If for some reason You continue to be successful in your communication and he's ready for placement, let us know and we'll move you to the afternoon docket.
I will, Judge. Thank you, Judge.
Okay?
That's all I have, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Nava know to return on August the 31st at 9:30 that this is his one and only notice.
Mr. Nava, esta es su noticia para que regrese a la corte el día 31 de agosto a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Can I be excused, sir, too?
You certainly may, Mr. Garza.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay. Attorney Andre Maldonado.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have numbers 33 and 34. It's the same defendant, State versus Jorge Antonio Henriquez.
I'm here.
Okay. And that is CR 20-00918-I and CR 20-00919-I. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Yes, Judge. My client informed me this morning that he made a claim with his insurance regarding the damages in both cases. So he's waiting to hear back from his insurance to see if they're going to cover the damages.
Okay. And so how much time are you asking for?
30 days will suffice, Judge. I think by then we should know what his insurance response will be, and you know if they're going to accept coverage on that day. You know, if they're not going to accept coverage, well, then we'll have to look at other avenues regarding his cases.
Okay. Any additional announcement from the state?
Your Honor, the defendant is PTD eligible, but as Mr. Maldonado said, the restitution would have to be paid first.
Okay, let's see. The earliest status date I have is 8/26, so August the 26th at 9:30. Hopefully
Okay,
you
Judge.
have an answer with respect to the claim at that time.
And what was the date again, Your Honor?
August 26th at 9:30.
Got it, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
Nothing further, Judge. May my client and I be excused?
You certainly may.
Have a good day.
Thank you. Attorney Jorge Munoz?
Yes, Judge, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I have number 59 on the court's docket, Saul Perez. He's present on the Zoom.
Yes, I did see Mr. Perez, CR 21-02370-I. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, there's a pending felony. I didn't take, Judge. I'd asked the court for an additional setting, so to see where we're at on that case.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
Yes, Judge, the felon is still at intake, Judge.
Okay. Why don't we return on October the 5th at 9:30 and see if it's already been indicted by that time.
Perfect. Judge, I also have number 50 on the court's docket, Francisco Munoz.
Okay, Mr. Perez, we'll see you on October 5th at 9:30, sir. You are excused.
Disculpe, ¿me podría hablar en español, por favor?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know your client was Spanish speaking. Ms. Castaneda, can you please let him know that he's to return on October 5th at 9:30?
Mr. Pérez, su próxima corte es el día 5 de octubre a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Ok, muy bien, gracias.
Thank you.
And he's excused.
Se puede retirar.
Ok, muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, CR 1915554-I, the state of Texas versus Francisco Javier Munoz. Is Mr. Munoz present?
Judge,
Yes, Your Honor.
He's also present on the screen, Judge. I'd also informed the court that we have applied for pretrial diversion. We've submitted the application. We're awaiting a response, Judge.
Okay, and what says the state?
Judge, the application is still under review, Judge.
It's still under review? Okay.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, well, let's come back then on August the 26th at 9:30 and see if by that time you receive an answer. If he's ready for placement by that time, Mr. Munoz, just go ahead and notify our office and we'll change you to the 1:30 docket.
Perfect. So that's August the 26th, Judge?
Yes, at 9:30, sir.
Perfect. That's all I have this morning, Judge. May I be excused? My clients be excused?
Yes, you certainly may, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Attorney Jose Osuna?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. We have number 69 on the court's docket, Your Honor. Jennifer Saucedo, CR 20-08173I. Ms. Salcedo is present. Would you please unmute yourself, Ms. Salcedo?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Your Honor, we submitted our pretrial diversion application this morning. We would humbly ask for some time to get a response from the state. In addition, the court ordered Ms. Salcedo to get a job. The court referred Ms. Salcedo to Ms. Trejo. She called the referrals that she was given. None of them panned out, but she is working cleaning houses at the moment.
Okay. So then do you want me, your next setting to be for placement or for a status?
Status, Your Honor, because we don't know what the state's response is going to be. I think I heard Ms. Guareña say that it's about a 30-day wait these days.
Okay, let's do August the 26th at 9:30. And if for some reason you receive your answer and she's ready for placement, let our office know and we'll change you to the 1:30 docket.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Your Honor, we also have number 39, State of Texas versus Ildefonso Martinez. I'm not certain if he's the Moto G play. He's not acknowledging, so he may, oh, I guess it is. Mr. Martinez, please unmute your phone. Yeah, press your screen and then hit the microphone and then the court can hear you.
Ms. Salcedo, you are excused.
Thank you.
Mr. Martinez right here.
Yes, Your Honor. So Mr. Martinez is number 39, CR 20-05971I. Mr. Martinez, unfortunately, recently suffered a stroke, Your Honor, and there are other mitigating circumstances. We are relaying that information to the state through documentary evidence to see what sort of flexibility the recommendation might be. We are humbly asking for 30 days, Your Honor. We do anticipate a plea, but we just want some time to go back and forth.
Okay, the earliest I have is the August 26th date.
Yes, Your Honor.
So August 26th at 9:30, and if you have everything ready for the plea, if that's what you do, let us know and we'll change you.
Yes, Your Honor. I have nothing further at this time. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. I hope you feel better. Okay, Attorney Eloy Hernandez.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Your Honor, I'm here on number 37 on your criminal docket, Edward Markowski, who is present via Zoom.
CR 20-07307-I. And Mr. Markowski, can you please unmute yourself?
Yes. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
Mr. Hernandez.
Good morning.
Okay. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Yes, Your Honor, this is our first setting, Your Honor. We had previously filed a waiver of arraignment. We emailed a PTD application to Mr. Markowski, Your Honor. However, he had a recent family member who has become seriously ill, and he's left the state of Texas right now to go be with his family, Your Honor. So we have not had a chance to get everything returned back and filed with the DA's office, Your Honor. We expect to try to do that hopefully as soon as possible if the court could allow my client a little bit of time so we can get everything submitted and hopefully reviewed and approved for a PTD plea.
Okay, August the 26th at 9:30.
August 26th.
And
Okay,
if for some reason everything's been submitted and you have an answer and you're ready for placement, let us know and we'll change you to the 1:30 docket.
we will, Your Honor. May Mr. That's all that I have this morning before this honorable court. May Mr. Markowski and I be excused.
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good weekend.
Thank you. Likewise.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Okay, Attorney Billy Chapa?
You have the application.
Good morning, Judge. I have number 60 on your criminal docket.
I'm sorry, what number?
Number 60 on the criminal docket.
Okay. That is CR 17046330-I, the state of Texas versus Miguel Pitalua, that's Pitalua-Zarate. And is Mr. Pitalua Zarate on?
Yes, Judge, he's present. He's in a blue button-up shirt, looks like a work shirt.
Okay.
Then I did speak Ms. Guerrera yesterday. The state is to be getting me a recommendation on this case.
Okay, I do see him. Okay, so you're awaiting a recommendation, sir?
That's right, Judge. We're just asking for a short set.
We had sent the recommendation on May the 12th. It was by phone. It was a text message. We can provide it via email as well.
Okay. I'll give you some time. The earliest I have is the August 26th setting. And if he's going to accept the plea and he's ready to go, then let us know and we'll change you to the 1:30 docket.
Yes, Judge.
Okay, anything else, sir?
I have nothing further, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Likewise. Attorney Jose Antonio Solis?
Morning, Judge. I'm here on number 78 of your docket.
Okay, CR 20-09478-I, the state of Texas versus Vanessa Tijerina. And what is your announcement,
I did
Counselor?
see her logged in.
Hello, I'm here.
Okay.
Judge, I'm gonna ask for a 30-day reset. I do need to meet with her to discuss the facts of the case, the evidence. We haven't done that, so I'm just asking for 30 days.
No objection from the state, Your Honor.
Okay. So then August the 26th at 9:30.
Ms. Tejerina, can you please make an appointment at my office?
Yes, sir. I'm gonna call them right now.
Thank you.
May I be excused,
Another
Your Honor?
matter?
Yes, ma'am, you can.
Thank you.
Okay, which other case do you have, Mr. Solis?
Number 7, Mr. Eligio Barrera.
We're gonna go right now.
Okay, CR 1714469-I, the state of Texas versus Eligio Barreras. Mr. Barrera present.
He informed my office that he was, Your Honor.
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, yes, he's right there. Yeah, I see him.
Yes, good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir. Okay, and what is your announcement?
Judge, on this case, we need one last reset it was stacked for a potential ADR. That has been the delay in this case. Mr. De La Fuente has indicated that this case we should have a response pretty soon.
Okay. August the 26th at 9:30, since you'll already be here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank
May
you.
we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Attorney John Rigney? Attorney John Rigney? Okay, Attorney Alberto Barbosa?
Good morning, Judge. I'm here number 8 on the court's docket. I
I'm
saw
sorry.
my client was on right now.
You broke up. What did you say? Number
I'm
what?
Number 8.
Okay.
Number 8, Judge.
CR 1916006-I, the state of Texas versus Jacqueline Blancas.
She
Ms.
should be
Blancas?
on, Your Honor.
Okay, there she is. Okay, go on.
Judge, we had filed a motion to modify the bond, Your Honor, but we're not asking for the court to grant that or to make any ruling on that case. We believe we're going to either enter a plea or a PTD on this case. So we're asking for a short reset of 30 days. And if the state would allow us to extend the deadline for a PTD deadline.
Okay, what says the state?
Yes, Your Honor, no objection from the state.
Okay, and do you see if she's PTD eligible by any chance?
She is, Your Honor.
Okay. So she's PTD eligible, Mr. Barbosa. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set you for August the 31st at 1:30. I'm gonna anticipate that you'll have that paperwork submitted to the DA's office in plenty of time for them to review it. And since she's PTD eligible, if she stays the way she is right now with no other violations, she should be accepted. So I'm gonna go ahead and set her up
Yes,
for
Your Honor.
placement. So it'll be
Okay.
August the 31st at 1:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Blanca, stay in close contact with your attorney. You will need to fill out that paperwork. There's going to be a fee for you to pay. So if for some reason you're caught up on that fee and are not able to pay it, let your attorney know so he can ask the court for more time. Instead of making you come back that day, I'll go ahead and give you some more time for that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so Ms. Soto, do you have a report for me on Ms. Blancas?
Yes, Judge, she does have her interlock device with Gordon Interlock for the past month. She did not have any violations.
Okay, perfect. Okay, and what is your phone number, Ms. Blancas?
It's 956-483-0999.
Okay, appreciate it. Okay, Ms. Blancas, then we'll see you soon, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Okay,
Judge John
Mr.
Rigney,
Rigney.
I finally figured out how to unlock my phone, Judge.
Okay, what number, sir?
Judge, I believe it's number 51 on the court's docket.
Okay.
649, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, CR 18-07574-I, the state of Texas versus Daniel Montes.
Yes, Judge, he did tell me he was on. Judge, on this case, we're just waiting for placement in the PTD program. I don't know why he hasn't been placed yet, but I'm working on that.
Okay, do you have
I mean, on the DWI court, Judge, not PTD.
Oh, you're waiting for an answer from DWI court.
Well, no, he's been accepted and done the
Oh.
orientations and everything. They just haven't put him on the program yet.
Felipe.
Then we need to go ahead and transfer it over if he's already been accepted.
That is my understanding, Judge.
I'll be in contact with Court 7, Judge.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Montes, then what my staff will do is we'll contact the DWI court, which is Court 7, and we'll make sure that the transfer is taken care of.
Okay, Judge.
Okay? I'll go ahead, instead of setting it for another status, Mr. Rigney, I'll set it for a tickler, just for our end. And I'll put that tickler just to make sure for August the 13th.
Okay, Judge, I appreciate it. And that's all the business before the court, if we can be excused.
Yes, sir, and my condolences to your family on the loss of your uncle.
Yes, Judge, thank you very much. Have a good day.
Thank you, sir. Likewise.
Bye-bye.
Okay, Mr. Perez?
Good morning, Your Honor. It's Eric Holguin, standing in for Rick Perez. I have number 13 and number 14 on your docket. Our client is here.
In your office?
No, he's present.
I'm
here.
Zoom. Okay. And that is CR 18-00157-I and CR 20-05741-I, the state of Texas versus Alexis Chapa.
Yes, Your Honor. It's just a status on his. He had to miss test back in earlier this year, and you wanted us to report back to you today.
Yes, sir. And what is the report, Ms. Soto?
Judge, he has his mobile device with SoberSense. So the report dated from May the 19th of 2021 to June 30th of 2021. He had one missed test and one late test.
Mr. Chapa, although it's an improvement, you still cannot have a missed test and a late test, sir. Are you having issues with the time or what's?
No, it's fine. Yeah, like I've been improving on I've been putting the time as you told me last time. So I've been putting everything at 6:30, and then from there, before I go to the gym, at 5:30, I do it, and then before I go to sleep.
Okay. Well, one missed test and one late test is still unacceptable. Okay.
Okay,
So I'm still gonna keep track of you until you're at 0, because believe it or not, and it's one missed and one late. That's still enough for me to revoke your bond and incarcerate you. And I don't think you want that, Mr. Chapa.
No.
Okay. So what are we doing on his offenses though, on those 2 cases?
Your Honor, he has a trial setting for October the 4th and the 4/30th on a felony. Mr. Perez is trying to work all his 3 cases out together. So we have our next setting in this case is October the 19th.
Okay, so you have a trial setting on when?
October the 4th.
Okay. So then you're gonna come back here on October the 19th at 9:30.
That's
right?
correct, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Mr. Chapa, just understand that from now until then, that's a lot of time.
Yes.
Okay, if for some reason my probation officer notifies us of any violations between now and then, she will let us know when I ask for reports, and I will bring you in sooner. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then we'll see you back here on October the 19th at 9:30.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. That's all we have. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Laura Martinez Barbosa.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good
I have number
morning.
52. And I believe he is present.
Okay.
That is Marco Navarro.
CR 20-10940-I. Mr. Navarro, are you present?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I would like to urge a continuance at this time. There is an offer from the state where he's going to have to do a defensive driving. He's just asking for one more continuance so we can get it done. He was just finishing graduating from high school, so he was been very busy. He's asking for 30 more days.
Okay, and you want the next one as a status or?
Yes, Your Honor, please.
Okay, August the 26th at 9:30.
Thank you,
Any
Your Honor.
additional announcement from the state?
No, nothing, Judge.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business before this most honorable court. May I be excused?
You certainly may, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Dwayne Grave, I'm sorry if I just mutilated your last name. You're on mute, sir.
No, Judge, that's correct. Most people say Graf.
Okay, and what number are you on the court's docket?
Judge, I'm number 3132, Brody Hayden.
Okay, that is CR 21-00487-I and CR 21-00488-I. And I did see Mr. Hayden on.
Yes.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this case, I believe he's pretrial eligible. We would consider that. I'd like to get a body cam video if one's available. I did receive some discovery, but I had two of the same in-car video. I think perhaps a mistake was made there. And I'd like to confirm whether or not there's a body cam.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state, or do you have a response as to whether or not there's a body cam video?
Your Honor, I'm not sure regarding what is on the video. I can take a look at that and let defense counsel know what particularly is on the DVDs. I do see that a USB was ready for pickup on May 26th. Did defense counsel already pick that up? Is that the one that he had viewed?
He said it was duplicate videos. In other words, there was the same video for both instead of two videos of two separate incidents.
Okay, I'll follow up with the DVD and I can let defense counsel know what we have.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so then let's come back on August the 31st at 9:30, and that'll give you enough time to see about those videos. And in between now and then, if you decide, just go ahead and apply for the PTD.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else, sir?
No, Your Honor, that's it.
Okay, then we'll see you back here on the 31st.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, Attorney Lily Gutierrez.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 71 on the docket, and that is Alexis Uresti Sierra, and he is on.
Okay, CR 20-08759-I. Mr. Sierra?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we'd ask for a short reset. This will be a plea, and we just need time to get the paperwork ready.
Okay, and I have July 8th at 1:30.
That works, Your Honor.
Okay, anything from the state?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Okay.
Nothing further from the defense, Your Honor. May Mr. Sierra and I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Ms. Diaz, is your client on already?
Yes, they have been, Judge.
Okay.
I have number 12 on your docket, Veronica Casas.
CR 21-03481-I. And Ms. Casas, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, I'm here, Your Honor. Good morning.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, they accepted the PTD and I was told that this case will be transferred to County Court 7.
Okay, so she's going into DWI court?
Yes, she is, Judge.
Okay.
The plea paperwork had already been done and Mr. Troy Tijerina told me it was getting transferred.
Okay, then I'll set a tickler for August the 13th and for Miss Rivera or my staff to follow up to make sure the transfer occurred.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. May she be excused?
Yes, she may.
Your Honor, I also have number 35 on your docket, Belinda Hernandez.
Okay,
Belinda-
CR 2103-184-I, is Ms. Hernandez present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, this was the status. We're waiting on the state. I have not received a recommendation from the state yet. I did send an email to Ms. Gorena, but I believe I had initially sent it to the wrong prosecutor, but I did then send it to Ms. Gorena.
Okay.
Your Honor, we'll go ahead and respond to defense counsel. In the meantime, she is PTD eligible. We can also offer a deferred recommendation as well, just for defense counsel's knowledge.
We will definitely apply for that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, so then why don't you come back on August the 31st? For now, I'll put it at 9:30. If for some reason she applies, accepted, then we'll put her on the 1:30 docket.
Excellent. Thank you, Your Honor. May she and I be excused.
Yes, you may.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
Likewise. Ms. Garza, did your client show up yet?
Is that me, Your Honor?
Yes.
Yes, both of my clients are present, Judge.
Okay, what case?
I have number 56, Adriana Uvalle.
Okay, CR 21-02425-I. Ms. Ovalle, please announce yourself.
I'm present, Your Honor.
Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, Ms. Uvalle has completed the PTD 60-day program, and she has also paid the $100 fee.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
Yes, Judge, we filed a dismissal on the PTD on the 29th, June 29th.
Okay, then I'll, since it was just filed, I'll look for it and have it forwarded to my queue. Mr. Damian, make a notation of that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'll set a tickler for August the 13th just to make sure that it's been submitted to me. Okay, Ms. Ovalle, congratulations and best of luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
Okay, and what other case do you have, Ms. Garza?
I have number 63, Wendoli Romo.
Okay, CR 21-02324-I, Ms. Romo.
Speak up, Ms. Romo.
Yes.
We can't hear you.
I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
I can barely hear her, Your Honor.
Ms. Romo.
Yes.
Okay, go ahead. Proceed, Ms. Garza.
In this case, Ms. Romo is PTD eligible, and I am asking for more time to work on her application.
Okay. Do you want the next one to be for status or for placement?
For status, Judge.
Okay, August the 26th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have this morning. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Ms. De Ochoa, is your client present?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, he is. He's Juventino Sanchez, and he's a Spanish speaker.
Okay, and what number are you on the court docket?
There are two cases, number 66 and 67 on the docket.
Okay. CR 21-03139-I and CR 21-03138-I. Mr. Sanchez, can you please announce yourself? Oh, Ms. Castañeda.
Juventino Sánchez.
Gracias, sir. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, this is set for a status, but we are going to be planning on pleading, so we just need another date to come back for the plea.
Okay, and do you know who he has his device with?
I don't know who he has. He has a mobile device. I know that.
Okay, Ms. Castañeda, can you ask who he has his device with?
Mr. Sánchez, ¿con quién tiene su dispositivo?
Pero Pero sí lo tengo.
¿Con quién lo tiene?
Chimobo.
Let me just ask Ms. Soto, see if she knows.
Judge, he has his mobile device with safety check, Judge. He was doing very well, but he was deactivated on June the 25th of 2021 due to lack of payment. But prior to that, he did not have any violations.
He's been having financial problems, Your Honor. He did tell me that he's been having a lot of financial problems. He cuts yards, but the person he's been cutting yards with, his vehicle broke down, so he's been out of work with cutting yards, Your Honor. So he did advise me that he's been having a lot of financial problems.
I understand. I mean, he was doing good. He had 0 violations, and but he needs to get that reactivated, especially if your plea, he's going to have to be on it for a certain time period. So have a talk with him and see what he can do, because he needs to get that reconnected as soon as possible.
Okay, Your Honor, if we can get a close date so that we can come back and do the plea, and that he understands that it's going to be part of, that he needs to have that mobile device.
Judge, if I may. The defendant is PD eligible, so if the defense want to apply for that.
Ms. Soto, just to let you know, he's PTD eligible.
Okay, we'll go ahead. He'll come in and we can go ahead and submit the paperwork.
Okay, then if he's going to apply for PTD, then I'm going to give you a longer period until August the 26th at 9:30. But he needs to get that device. I'm going to say that he has to have it done by tomorrow at 5 p.m. And I have to say that to protect myself and the public, because we do have a holiday weekend this weekend. So talk to him and see what he can do about getting it done by 5 p.m. tomorrow.
Okay. All right.
If it doesn't happen, I guess we'll deal with it at the point. You know what I mean? But he needs to get back on by tomorrow at 5 p.m.
Okay.
So Ms. Castaneda, tell him to stay in contact with his client, his attorney, and that he needs to return on August the 26th at 9:30.
Mr. Sánchez, regresamos a la corte el día 26 de agosto a las 9:30 de la mañana, y por favor se continúa comunicándose con su abogada.
Ok, so, referente al device, tengo que seguirlo
Tell him his
haciendo.
attorney's going to explain that to him.
Su abogada le va a explicar eso a usted.
Ok, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. May Mr. Juventino and I be excused?
You certainly may.
All right, thank you.
Okay, Attorney Dan Mora.
Yeah.
Yes, Judge.
Good morning, sir. What number?
I've got several, but I've got 17, 18, and 19, Gregorio Davila.
Okay, and is Mr. Davila present?
He is present. He's on location.
Okay, there he is. Okay, CR 18012667-I, CR 18012668-I, and CR 21041199-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I need some time down the road. I don't think he's going to qualify for the PTD at one point, because we were actually denied the prior to the second DWI, but we were set for a suppression, and this was out of County Court 6 before this case got transferred. But on that first DWI, which is the CR 1801268I, I believe, Judge, we had been given discovery, but I believe this is out of the Sheriff's Department, and I'm wanting the body cam and dash cam because they're claiming that there was some sort of accident on a construction zone, which was the PC for the stop. We never did get that. So that's one on that. And then the other is the unlawful carrying of a firearm, which is out of that same transaction. I'll file whatever necessary paperwork on CR 2104199, which is the other DWI. But it looks like we're going to have to move forward on our suppression, Judge.
Okay, so I do see that he was denied for PTD, and then I have a notation that he was wanting to be reconsidered for DWI court. So he's not going to move forward on that.
And at this point, Judge, I don't think they're going to grant that because they brought up the fact that there's a Harris County case where there's a felony charge. Is not alcohol related, nothing to that effect. So with regards to that, I'd still like the discovery on the first one, or the rest of the discovery on the dash cam and the body cam on the officer, on the sheriff's deputy.
The state's response?
The defense counsel is pending. He wants the video for the CR18 case. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let me see. Okay, well, if you can go ahead and submit a USB, that way we can provide the video to you. And well, at the last setting, Ms. Lozano, it was the one who announced that one of the options was DWI court. So that is still an option, just for defense counsel's information.
Okay, and that's even with the pending offense he has out of the other county? That might have been before. I'm not sure. Ms. Lozano?
I don't know on that.
Judge, if we, I'll reach out to Mr. Mora. Let me staff it with Mr. Villescas and see if that would still be an option. And I'll let Mr. Mora know.
Okay, Mr. Mora, if you're going to proceed with the motion to suppress, that's fine. Just file an order resetting hearing on the motion.
I'll wait for Ms. Lozano. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Judge, but I'll wait for their call. The reason is that the first time we did this, we were actually set for suppression, and then we were approached on that, and then it was denied. And this was prior to everything happening. And then obviously in the in-between and the pandemic, then these cases were picked up. So I don't want to waste anybody's time if we're not going to even, like, if you're going to offer it, I guess everybody knows what's on the table already as far as the DA's office. So,
okay. So she's going to get clarification whether or not the offer for DWI court is still good, even though this other offense is pending in the other county. So what I'll do is just have you come back for a status on August the 26th at 9:30. And you can let us know at that point whether or not, if he is placed on DWI court, then perhaps he'll already be transferred over. And if you're going to need the suppression hearing, then you can notify me on that date.
yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we'll do August the 26th at 9:30 on all three of his cases.
Judge, if I may, Connie Soto, probation, he does have violations on his mobile report, Judge. He has 1 missed test and 3 late tests. On the late test, Judge, on those days, he's missing the morning test. He's taking the test around 2 o'clock or 2 p.m. or 8 p.m.
Okay.
Judge, may I explain? He works over at SpaceX, and the schedules that they have, he's not allowed to take any equipment, phones, or anything on there. So,
I need for him to contact Ms. Soto by the end of the day so that if he needs his hours modified, we will work with him on that. Okay?
yes, ma'am.
So I need for him, Mr. Davila, do you have Ms. Soto's phone number?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. I need for you to contact Ms. Soto. She does have a docket this afternoon. So contact her after 3:30, at 3:30 or after. Okay, but you do have to contact her today and discuss with her about possibly modifying your times. What's your phone number?
956-929-2249.
Okay.
They had sent me a text message. It's because they had given me a schedule that was like it was decent. It was, I think my last test was at 9 to 10, 9 to 11, and they changed it till 12 o'clock at night now. And I wake up every morning at 4 o'clock. So it was kind of hard for me to be setting my alarm and going to work. I work an hour and a half away. And when I go into work, I'm not allowed to have any devices at all.
Okay. Just go ahead and contact her so that you all can discuss that, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Anything else on this, Mr. Mora?
No, ma'am.
Okay, then we'll see you back here on August the 26th at 9:30. Okay, Mr. Davila, you are excused.
Thank you. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, what other case do you have, Mr. Mora?
Number 21,
Okay, CR 20-00566-I, the state of Texas versus Edgar Estrada. Is Mr. Estrada present?
he is outside the courtroom, Judge. You informed me.
He's outside my courtroom?
Yes, ma'am. This is a violations admonishment, I believe. They wanted him back.
Oh, that's right. Okay. And what is the update on his violations?
Judge, on his report from safety check judge from May 11th of 2021 to June 21st of 2021, he had 5 late tests, 15 missed tests, and 6 positive readings.
15 missed tests and 6 positive readings?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. I guess Mr. Mora and your client did not take the admonishment seriously. So what I'm gonna do is we've been working with the deputy there, and I'm gonna have him stand by so I can make arrangements for him, for Mr. Estrada.
And I understand, Judge. This is the only concern is he is not, apparently when he first got arrested, immigration didn't place any holds on him. This would pretty much be a death sentence if he's taken into custody. I don't know if immigration will snatch him, and then he ends up in the situation where he'll end up with immigration.
Well, I mean, 6 positive alcohol readings, even after I had admonished him the first time. I mean, that's a situation that those are the consequences that he created for himself.
Yes, ma'am, I understand.
If you can let him know that he needs to report to County Court 8, and they're gonna hold him there for me.
I believe, okay, Judge, I'll let him know.
Okay. And for now, we'll contact you shortly, Mr. Mora. Let me finish with this docket and we'll let you know what the next step is.
Yes, ma'am. And then I had number 40 on the,
Number 40? Okay.
yes, ma'am.
CR 21-03072-I, the state of Texas versus Julio Martinez. Is Mr. Martinez present?
He is present, Judge. He's wearing a grayish type shirt.
Yes, ma'am, I'm present.
Okay, I do see him. Okay, and what is your announcement, Council?
Judge, I need some additional time. I need to submit my discovery request so I can take a look at this.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
Your Honor, the defendant is PTD eligible and there is a restitution amount. I can provide the estimate of the receipts to defense counsel.
Okay. Mr. Mora, since he's PTD eligible, just ask him if he wants to apply for that.
Judge, and I don't have a problem with that. I have I don't know if this case is going to be coming through, and it may be a felony case. And it was prior to all this. There's an investigation with the Sheriff's Department with regards to Mr. Martinez, and I've been in contact with the investigator. So I don't know if that's going to change the issue on this.
Okay. Well, let me give you some time to talk to them about that and see
Yes,
what it
ma'am.
is you're gonna want to do. So we can do August the 26th at 9:30 since you're already gonna be here at that time.
Yes, ma'am.
And Mr. Mora, on Mr. Estrada, I did receive a message from Court 8 that he needs to report there at 1:30 p.m.
1:30, I'll let him know, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
he certainly may. Okay, Attorney Robert Fernandez.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I have 53, 54 on your docket, Omar Nino.
Okay, CR 21-02691-I and CR 18-06238-I, the state of Texas versus Omar Nino. Is Mr. Nino present?
Yes, ma'am.
He
Yes,
is,
Your Honor.
Judge.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, he does have a unit with Lifesaver. And because he has this new charge, we had originally withdrawn a suppression that we're gonna have to re-urge on the older case. So I know he's working out the area right now. We would ask for an in-person hearing whenever that's gonna be.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on his device?
Yes, Judge, he does have his interlock device with Lifesaver, Judge. For the period reported from May 20th of 2021 to June 19th of 2021, he did not have any violations, Judge, but he only had 28 engine starts.
Okay, do you hardly use that vehicle, Mr. Nino, or are you using another vehicle?
No, ma'am. It's because I didn't have my license, so how am I gonna use it, ma'am? You know, I can't use it. I don't have a license.
Okay, have you been able to get your license?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Well, just make sure to continue to follow, because you do have 0 violations when you were using it. So now that you have your license and you plan on driving, you can only use that vehicle, and make sure that you blow into the device, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so then, Mr. Fernandez, if you're going to want to re-urge your motion to suppress and file an order resetting hearing with the date of, Ms. Rivera, what October date was that?
The 7th, Your Honor, at 9:30.
Okay, for October 7th at 9:30.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Sounds good, Judge. We'll do.
Okay, and that will be in person. We'll just let you know which courtroom at the time, because I don't have one right now.
Sounds good, Judge. I'll get that filed. Nothing
Okay.
further. May we be excused?
You both may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Attorney Eric Jarvis?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have Faustino Garcia, his number 24 on your docket.
Okay, good morning, sir. That is CR 20-05765-I, the state of Texas versus Faustino Garcia. Is Mr. Garcia present?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm present.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I've spoken with Ms. Guarena. We're going to try to combine 2 cases and see if we can work something out. Mr. Faustino does have something at misdemeanor intake right now.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
Yes, Your Honor, he does have a pending DWI at intake. Regarding the assault, defense counsel did provide me with a new number for victims, so I'm going to try to use that to contact her.
Okay, so how much time do you think you'll need, Mr. Jarvis?
Maybe next month's setting, Judge?
I have, for a status, the soonest I have is August the 26th at 9:30.
Okay, that would be fine, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Garcia, we'll see you back here on August the 26th at 9:30, sir.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Leonard Prunella? Oh, you're on mute, Mr. Prunella.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I've got Mr. Luis Cifuentes here next to me in the conference room, and it's number 72, 73, 74, and 75, Your Honor. And yeah, 76.
Okay, that is CR 1710955-I, CR 1604832-I, CR 210580-I, CR 210586-9-I, CR 160713-I, the state of Texas versus Luis Cifuentes, and I believe he also has some misdemeanors in intake.
I don't know if he, about those, Judge. I haven't heard about those. And for the record, Judge, Mr. Cifuentes is and has been Mr. Roel Trevino's client of record. I've been stepping in for Mr. Roel Trevino because of Mr. Trevino's health situation, and he's getting close to retirement anyhow. But my understanding is that well, according to Mr. Trevino's son, who sometimes comes into the office to deliver messages, that he doesn't know if there's any others pending. But if you have some information that'll clear that up, well, then obviously you may be in a better position to tell me. Because if he does have any other cases pending, we would like to at least wait to see if they're going to get filed officially. These two that let me see, number
Your Honor, if I may,
74 and 75 were recently filed a little bit less than a month ago. We had been waiting on those.
Okay, Ms. Rivera, what were you gonna say?
yes, ma'am. The 74 and 75 are in fact the new cases that were pending at intake. They were added late yesterday in the docket, Judge.
Oh, okay, so then all the ones that he's on here are the ones that are pending against him at this time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then everything has already been filed against Mr. Cifuentes that has needed to be filed against him, Mr. Pruneda. So do you know what direction you'll be taking?
Well, I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, to say the least, Judge. He is a DACA person. He was born in Mexico, but he's been in this country since about age 2, I believe. Yeah. And so I know he's been talking to an immigration lawyer regarding these pending cases. And what the immigration lawyer's last information is that we have to get rid of these cases before they can proceed to file the appropriate immigration status documentation. And I don't practice immigration law, so I'm not familiar with it. However, if we were to plead him out even to probation because of the number of cases, I'm sending him up for deportation, something I would not want on my conscience. And secondly, Judge, it seems like they've put me in a catch-22. We're not going to get dismissals on these cases, obviously. And the immigration lawyer needs to wait to see what is going to be the outcome of these cases before she files the necessary immigration documents. I'm going to have to probably sit down with her, or at least on a Zoom call, and have her tell me exactly what she recommends, because instead of doing Mr. Cifuentes some adequate and proper service, I may be actually setting him up for deportation and myself up for malpractice. And I don't want to do
Okay,
either.
well, let me just stop you right there, Mr. Pruneda, and let me clear your conscience. Your client, Mr. Cifuentes, obviously doesn't care about his situation with respect to DACA, because he has an extensive history going back to 2015 that even includes felony indictments against him. This has nothing to do with you or Mr. Trevino. It has everything to do with Mr. Cifuentes. So if he doesn't care about his status here in the United States, no matter what you do, your hands are tied to whatever his actions are. And it's about time that he starts facing his consequences, because he is the exact same type of person that is making it difficult for all the other people that have the DACA status. The ones that do come to the United States to try to make a better life for themselves. The ones that are law-abiding citizens. The ones that are completely opposite of Mr. Cifuentes. So Mr. Cifuentes needs to get a move on, because he doesn't care about himself and he doesn't care about his status. Because if he cared, then it would have been a one and done. Maybe one time is a mistake and he would have been done. But he has repetitive behavior. He has five cases, maybe, I think, in my court alone. He didn't stop with his actions back in 2016. He continued to get two new offenses. So Mr. Cifuentes, you need to save your sad story and save this little song and dance that you have. This is not your attorney's fault. This is your fault. And you need to step up. You need to step up as a responsible individual. So I'm going to give you some time to discuss this. And you've been talking to your immigration attorney. That's been your announcement since 2016. 2016, your announcement has been that you're going to speak to the immigration attorney. And you know how I know? Because I have all the notes from the previous court. All the notes. So, Mr. Pruneda, unfortunately, you will have to decide whether or not you're going to try these cases, because I understand, but your hands are tied, but not because of you, sir. You can only do whatever your client's actions allow you to do. It's not you, it's him. It's him. So I need to know whether or not we're gonna try these cases or how we're gonna move forward.
Judge, I need to at least get some discovery on the two current new ones. And so I can see and go back and look at the entire picture with Mr. Cifuentes. And then we'll make a decision, Judge, because I don't like to delay cases. I don't like to keep them on the back burner. And particularly because these are cases that Mr. Trevino has asked me to follow up and resolve for his behalf as well. So I would need at least, and Your Honor also knows about my other personal situation. So I would need at least a couple of months so I can allow myself the adequate time, sit down with the D's office, sit down with Mr. Cifuentes, look at all the facts, look at any videos, witness statements and so forth, and then make an informed decision that might best work for him and also allow me a chance to talk to the immigration lawyer, even if it's by Zoom, so that we can get a game plan and resolve them. I don't want to keep them waiting, and I know the court's position, so I'll do what I can, as much as I can, as quickly as I can to get these done.
Okay, August 26th at 9:30.
Very well, thank you.
Okay,
And may we be excused, Judge.
you certainly may.
Have a good day, Judge.
Likewise. Okay, Reginaldo Ramirez.
Yes, Your Honor, present. Mr. Sepulveda, I believe he checked in earlier. He's the one that wore the cap, and I had told him to remove it. This was at the very beginning of the docket.
Okay, what number, sir?
Number 70, Your Honor. Jose Sepulveda, CR 1803737-I.
Okay. Yes, I did see Mr. Sepulveda on. Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, this is our first status hearing. We're going to be requesting a jury trial and a pretrial.
Okay, who does he have his device with?
I don't have that information, Your Honor. I believe Mr. Sepulveda would have that information.
Okay, Mr. Sepulveda, who do you have your device with? You need to unmute yourself. Push the microphone.
Hello?
There you go. Who do you have your device with?
Lifesaver, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have any reports on him yet?
No, Judge, but I will request him today.
Okay. Okay, so then normally because it's a jury trial request, Mr. Ramirez, I would set you further out. However, because I don't have a report yet on how he's doing on his device, I'm going to give you a shorter reset date, and it'll really be only on status to see how he's doing on his device. So I usually run those at 30 days at a time. So I'm going to have you come back just for a status on that on let me see, August the 5th at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused and Mr. Sepulveda be excused?
Yes, and thank you for your patience, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, okay. Attorney Sophia Arispe?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what number do you have?
79, Judge State versus Miguel Torres, CR 20-02688I.
Okay, and is Mr. Torres present?
Yes, he is, Your Honor.
Yes.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we had submitted a PTD for Mr. Torres back on May 5th. Yesterday, we were not able to find a response from the DA's office reference to that PTD package, Judge, so that's what we're waiting on.
Okay, does the state show anything yet?
Yes, Judge. We requested from defense counsel the defense could provide us proof of insurance.
Okay.
We did file that too, but we'll redo it if it didn't get there, Judge.
Okay, so you're just pending proof of insurance on your end?
Yes, Judge. That's what we need to review.
Okay. And what is, so then let's just resubmit that proof of insurance. And what I'll do is I'm gonna set you for August the 26th at 9:30, but if everything's done and you get your answer and he's ready for placement, Miss Arispe, just let us know. We'll switch you to the 1:30 docket.
Yes, ma'am, I will. Thank you.
Okay,
May we be excused, Your Honor?
you certainly may. Okay, Mr. Torres, we'll see you on August the 26th, sir.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Mr. Puente?
Yes, Your Honor, good morning. Number 16 on the court's docket.
CR 20-07006-I, the state of Texas versus William Cruz. Is Mr. Cruz present? I don't have anybody by that name, Mr. Puente. Do you want to?
Yes, I haven't had contact with him either, Your Honor. I just wanted to inform the court.
Okay, does he know about this hearing?
From the last hearing, he should have received word back then.
Okay, then we'll just give him till the end of the docket, and if not, we'll NISI him.
Thank you, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may. Ms. Cedillo, thank you for your patience. What number?
Hi, Judge. Good morning. I have number 2 and 36 on the court's docket.
Okay, CR 20-03251-I, the state of Texas versus Ray Ansaldua. Mr. Ansaldua present?
Yes, Judge, he is. I think he just is under Ray's iPhone.
Okay. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, on this one, we had previously been set for August. The court had given Mr. Ansaldua some time to get his driver's license. He does have an appointment for tomorrow. I think the issue and the reason we're set early is that there are some concerns with his device.
Mobile device, yes. And Ms. Soto, who does he have his mobile device with?
He has his mobile device with Safety Check Judge. And for the month of July, for the month of June 2021, he had 43 missed tests.
Okay, Mr. Ansaldua, I guess you think that you're exempt from the court's order and you have 43 missed tests, sir. That is absolutely unacceptable. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Is this his first admonishment or his second admonishment?
Your Honor, I believe this would be his first, but I don't want to misrepresent. I believe it's his first. I did have an opportunity to speak to my client yesterday regarding those concerns. He's indicating to me that the reason is twofold. One is that the timing of it, I believe one of them is set for 6 in the morning, which he customarily misses because he's not awake at that time, Judge. And in addition to that, his mom uses his vehicle and he's unable to test during those times. I've explained to Mr. Ansaldua that he's actually out on bond, and that is a requirement, and at any point that bond can be revoked. He understands that. So
hold on, Ms. Soto, is this an interlock or a mobile?
It's a mobile device, Judge.
Okay, so it's a mobile device. So it doesn't matter if his mother is driving his vehicle.
Yes, I had left it in the vehicle and
Then you're irresponsible.
Yeah.
And you know what? The fact that it's at 6 o'clock and you're asleep, that's an inconvenience that you have to get over. I'm not gonna be adjusting to a sleep schedule. If you were working at 5 a.m. or you were working and doing something at that hour, well, that's different. But because you want to sleep late, that's not my problem. You don't get that luxury, sir. You don't. There's a lot of things that a lot of us do that we don't want to do, but we have to do it. That's part of life. And your freedom is hinging on whether or not you decide to be a responsible adult or an irresponsible adult. I don't take missed tests lightly just because you want to sleep. I don't take alcohol violations lightly. I don't take any of those things lightly. Because you know what? I let you get away with it and you slip up, then you go out and you kill somebody. And then what? It's on me. It's not on you. It's on me because I allowed you to get away with it. This is your first and only warning. You will come back in front of me. And the next time that you come back in front of me and you have any violations, sir, I will revoke your bond. You will be taken into custody. Do you understand that? Do you think that just because we're on Zoom that I don't have any kind of control of having you picked up? Let me tell you right now, you're absolutely wrong. And your attorney knows how this court is. And she is absolutely right. You are out as a condition of bond. And I can revoke it at any time if you are choosing to act in this manner. You will have consequences for this type of behavior, sir, because I will not allow you to go out into the public and be irresponsible and hurt someone's loved one. Do you understand me? So you better have that mobile device near you, and you better not have any missed tests. You have no violations, or I will revoke your bond.
Yes, ma'am.
The earliest that I can see him again is August the 5th at 9:30.
Your Honor, I believe we already have an early August setting, Judge. I don't know if the court wants to leave it or
What's the date that you have for him?
I have
The 12th, Your Honor, but it would have to be reset, Judge. The 5th would be the 5th.
No, I want him here on the 5th. I want him at August 5th at 9:30.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
have Ms. Soto's very good about getting the reports prior to. If she has any violations on that report, we will notify you, Ms. Cedillo, so that he can report to the courthouse.
Yes, Judge.
You won't have to, but he will. So if he has any violations between now and August the 5th, he is to report to the courthouse so that he can be ready to surrender himself into custody.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything else on this?
No, Your Honor, nothing further.
You're excused, Mr. Ansaldúa. Ms. Cedillo, what else do you have?
I have number 36 on the court's docket.
CR 21-01863-I, the state of Texas versus Angelina Ibanez. Is Ms. Ibanez present?
Yes, Your Honor, she is. I believe she's present under Angelina.
Okay, I do see her. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, with regards to this, the state had offered an agreement. We've tendered the information that they requested, and we believe that we've satisfied their request, Judge.
Okay, and what says the state?
Your Honor, yes, we have been provided with the information. We're still reviewing them, and if everything is met the requirements, we will go ahead and submit the dismissal. It was an ADR in this case.
Okay, so it'll be done administratively?
Yes, correct, Judge.
How much time do you think you need for that?
Your Honor, if the court would like to set just a tickler for 2 weeks just to make sure it's been dismissed, but I think everything has been submitted properly.
Okay. We'll set a tickler for July the 23rd, just to make sure that the dismissal has been done. So hopefully, Ms. Ibanez, if it's done by then, we won't have to meet like this again, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else, Ms. Cedillo?
Your Honor, I do have one request. I saw Mr. Bustos do it earlier, so I'm hoping I can bother the court with it. I'm set this afternoon, Judge. Unfortunately, my mom fell yesterday and has an orthopedic appointment this afternoon.
Okay.
That was given to us just last minute. I'm asking the court to consider calling me towards the end of the docket this afternoon. I think that I can assist her and then still be on for a PTD placement this afternoon.
Okay, and if not, just see if a colleague can help you out.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
Having no further business, Judge, may I be excused?
Yes, and I hope your mom feels better.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
Okay, Attorney Daniel Ramirez.
Good morning, Judge. Daniel Ramirez for the record.
Good morning.
Judge, good morning. There's 4 cases. It's on your docket. It's number 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Okay, that's the state of Texas versus Billy Baez. It's CR 19-09315-I, CR 20-10853-I, CR 21-0852-I, and CR 21-0851-I. And what is your announcement, Counselor?
Well, the announcement is this, Judge. I've gotten the written discovery, but I still don't have the video discovery. And for some reason, I haven't had a situation like this on any of my cases. When I first wanted to get a copy, I mailed a blank USB. The envelope got there, but the USB was taken out by somebody en route to the DA's office. Somebody took it. So then after that, I sent them we hand delivered a USB to the DA's office. They said they uploaded the videos, but when we got back to the office here, we could not open the videos. So we contacted him again, said, well, bring us a 16 gigabyte USB. So we took him a 16 USB, 16 gigabyte. And then we get a call, we were notified by the DA's office that they want more than that. Instead of a 16 gigabyte, now they want me to provide them with 32 gigabytes. 1 gigabyte of 32 for one video and 1 gigabyte of 32 gigabyte for the second video. I've never had this situation before, Judge. So we've already delivered the 32 gigabyte USBs that we just purchased. And we were told that the IT person is the one that's doing all this. It's not the DA's office. And that it'll be another week and a half or so before they can get us those 2 videos. So I need some additional time to get those videos.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
No, Your Honor, I do see that the USB, I guess the new USB was submitted yesterday.
Okay, and I do have a notation from the probation department. Ms. Soto notified me that for some reason your client has 2 devices. Mr. Baez,
two
you have
vehicles.
you have 2 vehicles that you drive?
Yes, I do have 2 vehicles that I drive, so there's a device on each one.
Okay, and he does have 0 violations, Mr. Ramirez, just so that you know. So Mr. Baez, continue with that. Okay, so now that the DA's office has the correct USB, I'll give you some time to get that from them and review it. You want to come back on, the August is already stacked, Mr. Ramirez, so then I have September 14th. Is that okay?
Sure, that's
Is that too far out?
Judge, the 14th is fine.
Okay, let's come back on September the 14th at 9:30, and perhaps after, since that's a little bit of time, you can review the videos and see which way you're gonna go, and maybe you'll be ready for a placement or a plea, or if you're gonna go to trial, we might be able to give you the dates by that time.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you,
Mr.
Judge.
Baez? Okay, we'll see you back
Thank
here
you.
September
Thank you.
14th at 9:30.
Thank you. We be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Mr.
Motion
Baca?
detected at the front door.
Okay. Mr. Munoz,
Yes, Judge.
okay, what number do you have, sir?
Judge number 11 on the docket, Edgar Cantu, Judge. And
Is Mr. Cantu present?
yes, Judge, he's here in my in the office, Judge. If I went ahead and I switched the device over, Your Honor, so you could see him.
Okay, let me call CR 1914768-I, the state of Texas versus Edgar Cantu. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, he's present here in the office with me, Your Honor, on the on this case. Judge is set for a status. We did receive the discovery. I think previously we were set in another court, Judge, and I think my office hadn't filed the pretrial motion yet. And that's what we're going to go ahead and do now here in this court, Your Honor.
Okay, any announcement from the state?
Nothing from the state, Your Honor.
Okay, and who does he have his device with, Mr. Munoz?
Judge, he previously had a handheld device. When he picked up this charge, he was on a probation for another case, Your Honor. At this time, it's my understanding he does not have one, but if the court would order the one for the vehicle, I can get him to get that installed as soon as possible. And if they could just send me the information with the different providers of that device, I can have them do that.
Okay, it would be a mobile device that I would
Okay.
order it to be on because of the offense.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. Just,
And so what is Mr. Cantu's phone number?
956-867-2367.
Okay, Ms. Soto, can you contact him by the end of the day? Because I know we still haven't finished this docket and we have an afternoon docket.
I will, Judge. I can.
Okay, so Mr. Cantu, Ms. Soto's gonna contact you. Please answer any phone call that doesn't look like you recognize the number. It may say Hidalgo County, it may just say Edinburgh. I don't know. But you do need to have that device. You have to have that device by tomorrow at 5 p.m., sir.
Okay.
Okay, so how much time do you need, Mr. Munoz?
Judge, I think 30 days should be fine, Your Honor. I'll go ahead and file the appropriate pretrial motions that I need to.
Okay, August 31st at 9:30 is what I have. And we'll just set it for an additional status.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
anything else, sir?
Nothing else, Judge, may I be excused?
You certainly may. Thank you. Okay, Mr. Rodriguez. Thank you for your patience, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor. No problem, Judge. Judge, I'm here on number 77 on your docket this morning.
Okay, give me one moment.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. CR 1908268-I, the state of Texas versus Aubrey Tamez.
Yes, Your Honor. This case, I believe, was set for status this morning, Judge, so that I believe my client had missed some tests last time. So the court wanted her to, or gave us a status so we could check her progress thereafter, Judge.
And is Ms. Tamez on?
Yes, Your Honor, she is on.
Okay, let me see. Ms. Tamez, so you were on when you've heard all my admonishments on the people that have had violations, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And I'm not sure if your attorney's aware, but you have, since the first admonishment that I gave you, have still had violations.
I have had tests, yes.
So I'm gonna let the probation department put your violations on the record. Ms. Soto?
Judge, since her last court hearing, she has had 9 late tests and 1 missed test. She does have her mobile device with SoberSense.
Okay. Now, Ms. Tamez, before you speak, you need to get permission from your attorney whether or not he wants you to speak.
Yes, Your Honor, that's fine, Judge. I just believe, Judge, I think her issue, Your Honor, we have no excuse for the mistest, Your Honor, but I believe the issue was timing, and she wanted to request different timings for testing. If that's my understanding, Your Honor, but I would definitely allow her to speak, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Tamez, go ahead.
For my test, I did aware my attorney that my phone did break. I didn't have my own device to take the test for, I believe, 5 or 6 days. So I was having to wait to go to work or go to a friend's house because I do live alone. So the tests were a little bit harder for me to take. I did try calling SoberSense twice to reach out to them, but I would just go to voicemail. And so I just reached out to my attorney to tell him about that.
And why are you late?
Well, I would go to work and sometimes it wouldn't be at the time at 6 in the morning. So it would be after the test that I had to take.
Okay. Where do you work?
At Texas Roadhouse.
Okay. So you all don't go in at 6 in the morning.
Correct. That's why the test would be harder for me to take because I didn't have anybody to ask to take my test in the morning. And I didn't have no phone at all. Like I was phoneless.
So but you had late tests. Ms. Soto, when she had the late test, what time was she testing at?
Okay, Judge, for an example, like on May the 21st, her morning test was taken at 11:10 a.m. So she took it a few hours late. Same thing. Sorry, for June 5th, her morning test was taken at 12 o'clock p.m. She was about maybe 4 or 5 hours late there, Judge.
So you're having issues with taking your test at 6 a.m.
It was at the time, yes.
But
I've been doing my best to take it when I need to.
Look, Ms. Tamez, I'm going to tell you, it's not about doing your best. 6 a.m. doesn't even conflict with your shift at all. The fact that you don't want to wake up to do it at 6 a.m. is not my problem. It's not your attorney's problem. It's your problem. So I'm not going to allow an adjustment time because 6 a.m. is too early for you. Do you understand that?
Correct.
Now, if you had to work, like I told the other gentleman, a 5 a.m. shift, anything, I'll work with a work schedule once it's been provided to my probation officer. She's very good about working with work schedules. However, you know what I won't work with? Your sleep schedule. Just because you want to stay asleep, you can always wake up at 6 a.m., then go back to bed. I don't care what you do after you take the test, but I won't adjust times. I'm not going to adjust times.
Yes, ma'am.
Your Honor, if I could, Judge, I believe that what she's trying to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ms. Dames, is that in this situation, she needed a phone. She didn't have a phone, but in order to test, she needed a phone, so she would have to go to work in order to test. So when she went into work is when it was her first available time to test. I believe her phone is now functional. Is that correct, Ms. Dames?
Yes, sir.
So the 6 a.m. will not be a problem to you. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to take you at your word this time. But your attorney also knows how this court is with the violations. And
Yes,
don't tie his hands because there's only so much he can do for you. So I'm going to continue to monitor her, Mr. Rodriguez.
yes, ma'am.
I'm not sure do you already have a status hearing on what we're going to do on this case?
We don't have a status date, Judge. I would ask for a status, Your Honor. We were unsuccessful with a PTD request, Judge. I'm going to look into a possible DWI court. I believe she may be a good candidate for that, Judge. So I need to get in touch with the prosecutors in this court so we could just have a status so that I can check into that, as well as you can have we can check into how she's doing with the intoxilizer as well, Judge.
So did she already apply for PTD and get denied?
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Guarena, can you all use that application that she did previously and just ask for the DWI court to be considered, or do they have to file a new one?
Your Honor, I'm showing that PTD and DWI court were both denied due to subsequent arrests. So they were both denied.
Okay, so she doesn't qualify for that. When were her subsequent arrests? Do you show?
In September of 2020.
What was it for?
It was a public intoxication and a transport of aliens.
Okay. You're not even supposed to be drinking. So, and where did those land? Well, the PI was what, just a ticket?
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that, if I'm not mistaken, there was no action taken on the transporting. Is that correct, Aubrey?
Correct.
Then I can recommend asking for PTD reconsideration. You can email Ms. Lozano or Daniel Gonzalez in our office and explain that.
Email who? I'm sorry. Could you say that one more time? I'm sorry.
You can email Melissa Lozano or Daniel Gonzalez in our office and ask for the DWI court or PTD reconsideration.
I will definitely do that.
Ms. Summers, you know, you don't have 9 lives. You have 1 life to live and you look pretty young. Do you have any children?
No, ma'am.
Okay. You need to build a future for yourself, not block your future with your current actions. Okay, you're too young for this. You have a lifetime ahead of you. And you have an attorney that's willing to fight for you. So you're very fortunate. Very fortunate. But everyone's luck runs out at some point. So you need to start behaving in a manner that's going to make this court look at you like you want to do something for yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
My goodness, you're not even 21. You're
Almost.
about to turn 21. And
Yes, ma'am.
you do know you cannot be partying on your 21st birthday. I'm just giving you that admonishment.
Yes, ma'am.
It has to be a dry 21 birthday.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so Ms. Rodriguez, I'm going to give you an opportunity to contact Ms. Lozano or Mr. Gonzalez to see if they'll reconsider her PTD packet. and
Yes,
see if she'll be for placement on PTD or DWI court. So
Yes.
I'll have you come back on August the 31st at 9:30 and let me know what we're doing.
Your Honor, will that be in person at that time or is it still via Zoom?
No, via Zoom.
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
At this time, even I'm having to ask for courtrooms. I'm not even able to go into my own.
Okay, Judge, that's fine with us. I will get that done, Judge, and we look forward to seeing you again. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, thank you. You are excused, Ms. Clemens. Okay, Mr. Vargas? You're on mute, sir.
All right. Yes, Judge. It's a quick announcement, Judge. We got some video we need to see, USB that needs to be submitted, Judge. And this is a DWI case, so I think it's important.
What number are you on?
Number 22, Judge.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, it's because I didn't have you as the attorney of record.
No, we did submit a notice, but it didn't get changed.
It's because with the clerk, if you don't file a motion for substitution of counsel with an order granting and also a notice of appearance, the clerk will not change you.
Yeah.
So you'll need to do that. Okay, so you're going to be taking over this case then?
Well, I've been in the case since the beginning, since the arraignment day, Judge. So that's why I didn't submit the motion to substitute.
Oh, okay. So why isn't Emmanuel Espinosa showing up?
He was appointed prior, Your Honor.
Oh, he was appointed prior. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. Okay, so Mr. Flores has been on. I did see him. So that's CR 20-09309-I. I think he's on the work site. Okay, go ahead, Mr. Vargas. What is your announcement?
Oh, yes, Judge. We're just asking more time to conduct a discovery on this case.
Okay. So what does the state say?
Your Honor, if the defense counsel could submit a USB, that way we could provide the DVD to them.
Okay. And did you already receive his motion?
Yes, we do have a motion for discovery, Judge.
Okay. So Mr. Vargas, just get that that USB over so you can get that video on there.
Yes, Judge. There's also one more thing that I don't know if the state has in its possession, but I know it would be under its control. It's a 911 call, I guess. This is a DWI that derived from a alleged theft case. And so it would be the store clerk calling the cops and making a report of an alleged theft. So I'd like to get the call if they have audio of the 911 call.
Your Honor, I don't see a note of a recording. I can view the DVD to see if the recording is attached with the video, and I can let defense counsel know if we're going to request it from the PD.
Okay, Ms. Soto, are we showing that Mr. Flores has a device?
Yes, Judge, he does have his mobile device with safety check, Judge, and since the date of install till June 30th, 2021, he had 18 late tests.
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes.
On those late tests, I wasn't calling with safety check, the one that had device at first, and there was those missed tests were from the beginning when I first got it, where I was taking the 3 tests during the day. The only thing is there was a miscommunication as far as what time I should take the test. I was taking them at 4 and I was supposed to take them at 6, but I was taking all the tests 3 times a day. And I let them know, and they were like, okay, well, that's fine. We'll just we won't put it as a missed test where I had to pay them.
Okay. This is your first admonishment. You've been on from the beginning because I've seen you on. So you've heard everything that I've had to say to all the defendants that have had violations. So you know this court takes it very seriously. So I'm not going to repeat myself with respect to all of those admonishments. I'm going to give you one opportunity to answer this. The time windows, because I see you're out working. So the time windows for testing, are those working for you? Or did you need a modification on the window?
No, ma'am. It's fine. You know, I think 10 is a little late, but I can still do it. The only thing
Well,
was, the only
if
thing
you
was,
go to, hold on, if you go to bed earlier, because if you have to be up earlier, if you go to bed earlier, we can adjust the time.
no, ma'am, that's no need. I mean, I'm usually on TikTok and then I take the test at 10 and I go to sleep. But the only thing is that I had safety check 2 years ago with Rudy, and the times were from 6 in the morning to 8 and from 4 to 6. Now it's not from 4 to 6 no more. Now it's from 6 to 8. And that's what the confusion was. And I had let Ms. Soto know, and I had let safety check know why I was receiving those missed tests. And they explained to me, and I fixed that, and I haven't missed a test since.
Okay. All right. Well, we're going to have you come back. And between now and then, now that we've got it all straightened out, I expect 0 violations. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. 100%.
Okay. Now, what is your phone number?
956-540-3272.
Okay. So, how much time do you need, Mr. Vargas?
30 days, Judge, should be sufficient.
Okay, the earliest I have is August 26th or August 31st. Which works with your schedule.
31st. Probably.
Okay, August 31st at 9:30. And we'll see how you're doing between now and then, Mr. Flores. Okay, thank you for your patience, and you can get back to work now.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you.
Maybe.
Bye. Okay, Mr. Kennedy, thank you for your patience, Mr. Kennedy.
Not a problem, Your Honor. I'm
Okay.
here at number 57.
Okay, well, I don't have any defendants left on.
That's correct. Miss Marian Palacios, I called her this morning, or at least my staff did. They told me that she's in the hospital. I don't know which hospital or what for, but she did tell my staff that she will provide us proof as soon as she's dismissed, Your Honor. So I'm just asking for maybe a short reset, maybe a week or two, and I can provide that information to you in the state.
Okay, so is the PTD packet still under review?
Yes, Judge. I think from my last conversation, I think they're going to try and verify the issue with the tickets upstate.
Okay. Okay, well, I don't have another setting until August the 31st.
Oh, whenever you want, you Judge. I'm willing to work with you.
Okay, August 31st at 9:30. If everything's taken care of by then, just go ahead and let us know. We'll change it to the 1:30 docket.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay?
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Okay, let me just review the docket for nice size and no show defendants. Okay, I have number 16. I have number 26. I have number 30. Number 38. Number 41 through 43. And we reset number 46, is that correct?
The dismissal was filed, Your Honor.
Oh, dismissal file. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
And number 64 is going to be called this afternoon at 2:30, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that's correct.
Okay. Okay, that's all I have. Mr. Damian?
Yes, ma'am. William Joe Cruz. William Joe Cruz. William Cruz. Jocelyn Marie Gibhart. Jocelyn Marie Gibhart. Jocelyn Gibhart. Elizabeth Allen Grizel. Elizabeth Grizel. Elizabeth Grizel. Vanessa Evelyn Marroquin. Vanessa Marroquin. Vanessa Marroquin. Jesus Arturo Miave. Jesus Meave.
Jesús Meave.
Okay, the names being called 3 times of each no-show defendant. What does the state say?
State requests that a judgment not shall be granted. The case is issued now on forfeit for all no-show defendants.
Okay, that'll be so granted. Okay, that concludes this morning's